At one point in my life, I was a runner. I was never one of those guys that was the cross country or the track guy in high school and college. I actually came to running a little bit later in my life, in my 20s. I started getting very, call it unhealthy. My blood pressure was higher than it needed to be. My cholesterol was getting higher. And I knew that if I was going to make a change that's going to have a positive impact on my life, I had to do something. So I began running. And what started as a way to get just maybe a little bit healthier, start feeling a little bit better, turned into some 5Ks, which led to some 10Ks, and eventually led to marathons and ultramarathons. And before too long, running became more than just something to do to get healthy. It became a way in which I proved to myself that I'm somebody that can do hard things. But over the years, things changed, and I'm not sure that I consider myself a runner anymore. Lately, I don't really recognize myself. I get winded easily. There's aches and pains that I just really can't explain. My sleeping has been not great recently, and my mental health has really been suffering. I have noticed that my depression and my anxiety has been probably worse than it's ever been. And there are some weeks where there are just more bad days than good days. And perhaps the hardest part to admit of all of this is I don't really even feel like that same guy who likes to do hard things anymore. I have gotten comfortable, and I think that I've just really been drawn to taking the path of least resistance. But I don't want my son to see this version of me as he grows up. I want him to see someone who does hard things, someone who embraces doing hard things. So this isn't just about running again. I don't just want to run again. I need to run again. One of the things that I've learned throughout my years of running is that one of the best ways to stay motivated is to sign up for a race. It sort of forces you into training, into running. And so that's what I'll be doing. So this race will be my first race in over 5 years. And honestly, I don't know how it will go, because the old me, he might be gone. But I do know this one thing, that I don't have to stay this current version of me forever. And honestly, if I'm being real with you, I don't really care for this version of me. I don't like feeling lazy. I don't like what my poor mental health is doing to me. And I don't like that I'm not showing up to my full potential as a husband and as a father. So this is where it all starts. But starting again, it's a humbling experience. I'm 5 years older. My strength, my stamina, my flexibility is not what it used to be. And in a lot of ways, I feel like I am starting at zero. I feel like I'm a brand new runner, like it was back in my 20s when I first started running. Except for now, there is one glaring difference. I am a dad. So now, not only do I have to just try to figure out how running fits into just a normal bachelor, kidless life, now I'm trying to figure out how running fits into nap schedules, responsibilities, and everything else that comes with dad life. And motivation, it's easy to feel motivated when looking at old race photos or watching running videos on YouTube. It's a lot harder when you have to lace up your shoes and get out the door. Everything is hurting when you're drenched in sweat, when you're several miles from home and have to come back. And then, as I'm aging, I'm learning that sometimes your body just does not want to cooperate with you. And then there's the mental aspect of it. See, in my head, I'm still that guy who can just go and knock out a 50-mile race with hardly any training at all. But, in reality, some days it's a struggle to just run a mile. But even in the midst of all that, I have realized something. I can still do this. I'm alive. My body still works. So therefore, I can run. That version of me, the one who ran the ultramarathons, he's not gone. He's just been a bit quiet for a little while. Now, does this mean that everything is going to be the same? Of course not. Progress is going to look different now because life looks different now. But just because I'm not that version of me from 5 years ago doesn't mean that I am not still me. So the thing about growth is that it comes with a cost. And getting back into running means that I'll have to give up some things. Time, comfort, ego, unrealistic expectations. And it means letting go of the idea that I can't just pick up where I left off. It means choosing discipline over comfort. It means less time on the couch, not sleeping in on the weekends. It means less mindless scrolling on social media. And honestly, as I look at what I need to give up compared to what I will be gaining, it's definitely worth it. There is a question that non-runners oftentimes, I guess tongue-in-cheek, ask runners, and that is, what are you running from? You know, and I get it. It's probably a fair question. There's probably a lot of people out there who are running from something. In a lot of ways, running, especially running long distances, can look like an escape. But I don't think that's what this is. This is by no means me running from fatherhood. It is not me running from responsibility. If anything, I see this as me running toward these things. You know, at the end of the day, you know, I'm still coming back to the same dad life, the same responsibilities, the same routines, but it's coming back with something a little bit different. It's a clearer mind, it's a healthier body, and it's a better sense of who I am. When I first became a runner, it honestly changed my life. Not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually. It changed who I was. It showed me that I can do really difficult things. It showed me a lot about what it means to suffer, to push through pain, to push through difficulties, to do things that I didn't think was ever possible. And now I'm realizing that I need that change in my life again, because if I want to be the best dad that I can be, if I want to be the best partner that I can be, I have to take care of myself physically and mentally. And the thing is, I want to be here for a long time, and I want to be healthy, and I want to be present. Fatherhood has changed me, but it hasn't erased me. And maybe I'm not trying to become who I used to be. Maybe this is about building who I am now, a better version of me, for my wife, and for my son.